5 Why, the powerful, the versatile, and a simple business analysis technique. Hello, this is your trainer Vijay Shekhar Shukla, your favorite business analyst, mentor, and product coach. Today, I am here to focus on the 5 Why technique, which delves into the root cause of the problem. What is the 5 Why technique? It is a problem-solving method, a popular and a powerful problem-solving method. And here in this method, we ask why 5 times to get to the root cause of the problem and to come up to the solution. So what we do, we ask why 5 times. What we don't do, we don't jump to the conclusion. We don't jump to the solution. We remain patient, we ask why 5 times, and then we try to come to the conclusion or the solution. The purpose is to move beyond symptoms and address the underlying cause of the problem. So this is the purpose of using 5 Why. I tell you a story. Here is this student who is otherwise a bright student, but he is a regular latecomer to the first 9 a.m. class. Some of his classmates assume that, look, this boy is studying late in the night, right until morning hours, that is why he is coming late. The teacher who takes the first class believes that here is this student who is otherwise sharp and bright, but he is very careless and reckless, and he doesn't give a damn to the class discipline. But what is the actual reason? The actual reason might not be neither this nor that. I can tell you the actual reason. This student has to drop his younger brother who is still so young, and this student has to drop him to the bus stop, and he and his younger brother have to wait for the school bus. There are times when the school bus is late. When the school bus is late, this effect cascades and he comes late to his first class. So this is the actual reason. So this is a small story which tells you that what is on the surface or may not be the problem. So we move ahead. Benefits of 5 Why technique. Now, what are the benefits of the 5 Why technique? Simplicity. This is a simple problem-solving method. Easy to understand, easy to implement. All you need some patience and some training. Effectiveness helps in identifying the root cause of the problem. So, simply we ask why 5 times and we try to reach to the root cause of the problem. Cost effective. So this is a cost-effective technique. Your internal team, your operations team can do this activity. Your operations team can take up this problem solving. Versatility, applicable across various industries and problems. Here, I am your IT business analyst trainer and IT business analyst mentor. We apply this business analysis technique time and again when we face business problems and when we face client problems. So say for example, as a requirements person, what we do, we listen to the requirement of the client with patience. We don't jump upon any assumptions. We don't jump upon solutions. We patiently ask the right questions. Some of these right questions evolve from this 5 Why technique. So remember, simplicity, effectiveness, being cost effective, and versatility. These are the benefits of the 5 Why technique. What actually is 5 Why technique? The 5 Why technique is a problem-solving method. So we utilize this technique to solve business problems, to solve client problems, and to solve project problems. That involves asking why 5 times to identify the root cause of an issue. So any problem, any issue, we ask why 5 times to get to the root cause. The purpose is to move beyond symptoms and address the real underlying cause of the problem. So how do we conduct 5 Why analysis? And as we learn how to conduct 5 Why analysis, I will be taking up some practical examples from IT industry. Assemble a team. Include team members with knowledge of the problem. So people who are from business side, people who are from operations side, people who are facing this problem, they should be part of the problem solving team. Define the problem. So clear statement of the problem or clear problem articulation is very necessary for 5 Why technique. Just to mention, Sloan Management Review, a legendary journal, mentions that the problem articulation is one of the key skills of the 21st century. So problem articulation or clear statement of the problem. So assemble the team, define the problem. Now we start to ask why 5 times. And I will take an example for this. Dig deeper into each answer to uncover the root cause. Identify the root cause. As we ask why 5 times, we identify the root cause. And the purpose to solve problem is to come up with a solution and to implement that solution. So as we identify the solution, we will implement the solution also. So steps 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, assemble a team, define the problem, ask why 5 times, identify the root cause, come up with the solution and implement the solution. Let's take an example from software industry. Here is the problem. The end users or users report slow performance of a web application. So there is a web application and users are interacting with this web application via edge devices or via browsers. The performance is slow. So we ask why for the first time. Why the performance is slow? The answer comes out to be that the server response time is high or the server response is slow. Why the server response time is high? The server response time is high, the answer comes out to be that the database queries are slow. Now we ask why again. Why the database queries are slow? The answer comes out to be the database is not optimized. Now we may ask why again. Why the database is not optimized? The answer comes out to be there is no indexing on frequently accessed tables. Why? Again, the database design did not consider indexing. So system designers and developers omitted indexing for the frequently accessed tables. So as we ask why 5 times, there is this root cause. So root cause is the poor database design without indexing. The solution, optimized database by adding indexes to the frequently accessed tables. So this is one example wherein we asked why 5 times and we came up with the solution. Another example from IT industry. Problem. A software application frequently crashes. So why is this crash? The application is running out of memory. Why is the application running out of the memory? There is a memory leak in the code. Why is there a memory leak in the code? The code does not properly release memory after use. Again, we ask why, and the answer is the developers were not aware of the best practices for memory management. We ask why again. There is no training provided for memory management techniques while the code is to be written by the developers. Root cause, lack of training on memory management for developers. The solution, implement a training program for best practices of memory management. So this is how we ask why 5 times and we come up with the solution. Now, what are some tips which may help you and your team implement the 5 why technique? One thing is be specific. That is, clear problem definition or clear problem articulation is very important. Not only there has to be a clear problem articulation, the team should also have a consensus that this problem requires a solution, because only then your effort into this effort will have a result. We will have an appreciable result. Involve the right people. You see, there could be some problems which are very technical. There could be some problems which are to be solved only by experts. So involve the right people. Include team members with relevant knowledge. So relevant knowledge, relevant experience is important. It is not that anyone can ask why 5 times and come up with right solutions. Focus on facts. So base answers based on data and evidence, not the assumptions. So one thing is, data will be the decisive factor. If you have assumptions, these assumptions have to be cross-checked and cross-verified. Don't assume in isolation. Iterate as needed. Sometimes more than 5 why may be needed. So right number of iterations are required. So here we summarize the 5 why technique. 5 why technique is a simple technique and it can be implemented with ease and has time and again proven that it takes you to the right cause. All you need is the right team which frames the right problem, and with the right intent it moves towards the root cause. Call to action. What I will suggest that as a business analyst, as a business manager, as a 5 why technique learner, try to implement this 5 why technique in some situation which you are facing at the moment, in some practical situation. And here I take this opportunity to invite you to our business analyst training program, to our programs in product management, to our domain training programs. Believe you me, you will not be disappointed and you will be taking your career to the next level. Thank you.